Yes, it was.
You know, we got a little time here with, 7-0 lead, 8-0 lead. I'm going to embarrass Ellis. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about him. And I talk often about how I had the opportunity, the fortunate opportunity to coach in AA baseball just for a brief time. It was only 1 year. It was, you get to the minor leagues as a coach for the first time, and you're dealing with a lot of different personalities of people. And I feel the same way about Ellis Burks as I do about Xander Bogaerts. And I felt that way about Xander when he first came up. I remember telling him after his first year, please don't ever change. Well, it's the same thing for Ellis Burks. He never changed. And I could tell when I got to AA, I knew right away that you had a major league potential star on your hands. And we did a little work. We didn't do a lot of work. We did a little work.
We did some work, Jerry.
Offensively. And, trying to get him the ball the right side a little bit. He did. He could do that on a regular basis when he became a big league play. Had the quickest wrist I've ever seen. And it was so much fun to see players like that at that level, not knowing at AA that they're going to be in the big leagues.
Right.
But you never changed. And that's the most impressive thing about me. No matter all the great things that you did in your major league career, you were the same person that you were in AA baseball.
Well, I really appreciate that, Jerry. And my mother, I have to give credit to my mom, always instilling that in me. Never change, no matter what you do, no matter how successful you are, be that same person that she brought up. And I took that to heart. But I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be myself down there in AA and helping me out as much as you did. It really helped.
Well, it was a pleasure.
Gosselin with a little fly ball into left field for Cordero, and one man gone.
I'll tell you, when you go down to coach, it's very interesting at that level, because at that level, anybody can make the big leagues. And it was a hard adjustment for me, because coming from the major leagues, I could see and I knew what certain guys had to do to get to the big leagues. I knew he was going to be there. I didn't know how great he was going to be throughout his whole career. There were other guys who were borderline big league players who I knew were going to get there because they had the signing bonuses to get there. Never knew what kind of players they were going to be.
Right.
And then there were the players who you knew were never going to make it. And those were, for me, the toughest, because they wanted to work the hardest. They worked the hardest. They were out there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I totally enjoyed every minute of that, knowing that this poor kid never had a chance to get to the big leagues. We'll never get there. That was the frustrating part for me. But the coaching, the guys that you thought were going to get there, and to see the type of attitude they have, made a big difference to me on how good they were going to be when they were going to get there. Ellis always had that attitude. Not all. Now, I'm not going to mention names, but not all had that attitude, and none of them had the same success.
Well, thank you very much, Jerry. That means a lot coming from you.
Justin Upton has struck out, hit into a double play. 1 out.